What up, football freaks? Kenny E. And we got the man down below, Chattanooga Ed. I got Pep to my, I guess it's my right, your left. And I got my man Ryan, who's all stoked up. Just had a big fish event last weekend. So he's still buzzing from that. The only people who are excited about their teams right now are probably Pep and Ed. Me and Ryan, our seasons are practically over already. All we're fighting for at this point, who's going to be the number one draft pick. That's it. That's all we got left. But that's exciting to me. My Vikings, you know what? Go ahead and keep sucking the rest of the year. I'd like to get Bo Nix as the number one pick for the Minnesota Vikings next year. Would be awesome. Or the kid out of
Bo Nix.
He's the Oregon quarterback. Who he reminds me of as far as NFL, I would put him. He's a gunslinger, dude. I'd say he's the most Favre-like quarterback I've seen come out in quite some time. He's just very.
Favre. He's cool.
Yeah, he's not careful with the ball. If he's got three freaking defenders in the area, but his number one that he trusts is there, he throws the ball. He's got that Brett Favre mentality, but he's got an arm. He's got great speed if he does get in trouble to get away from it. And, he's been lighting it up. He does freak out on serious blitz defenses, but, hell, I'm already used to that with Cousins. At least this kid's young and will learn from it, you know?
Is it like N-I-K?
Bo Nix.
Or N-I-C-K?
Is it Mix or now you got me screwed up, Ed?
No, I think it's Nix.
It's Nix. N-I-K.
N-I-X? X or K?
Is it Nix or Nix?
It could be N-I-K-X.
And I forget the kid's name out of SC, man. I think they're playing right now, actually.
Yeah,
SC.
N-I-X.
Nix, yeah.
It is X?
But he's
okay. Well, that's what I originally
wrote. He's
a
tall kid, man. And he's hell of an arm on him.
I love those stories where the local kid goes to the local team. So I think that would be really cool if he stayed in Oregon or Washington area like that.
Well, Bo Nix is from Arkansas. But he plays for the Ducks.
I thought he was from.
Yeah,
I thought he said
the
he was
the Razorbacks were livid when he went to Oregon.
Well, he's in Oregon now, though.
Yeah.
See, I love how that kid from
at,
Pittsburgh went to Pittsburgh.
In Auburn.
Well, I'm going to try to pay attention to him.
All right, I'm going to say
maybe he'll be Geno Smith's new replacement.
Ooh. I don't know why. Okay, explain that to me. Why is everybody hating on Geno? The guy has been a stud since he went to Seattle. He's not the Geno Smith that played for the Jets. This kid.
No, I'm pretty sure if you check his DNA, he is.
It's the same guy, but I'm saying his quarterback play since he's been a Seahawk has been stellar, man. I'd put him in the top 10.
He got tossed into the fire too quick in New York, you know.
I think the guy's
10
great.
years ago.
Hey, I'll put it this way. Seattle, if you're listening, if you're not happy by any means with Geno Smith, I would love to act as the GM of Minnesota and pack Cousins' ass to you so fast. I'd give you Cousins and probably a number 2 draft pick for that guy right now.
Look at Ryan.
Never getting rid of Cousins. You know that.
Geno's a lot cheaper, that's for sure.
Geno's cheaper, and Geno's, again, there's quarterbacks that come to win, and there's quarterbacks that come for a paycheck. I don't need to say any more, all right? Again, everybody busts on Tom Brady. The reason the guy has 7 freaking rings is because when he had to take a pay cut to get a good receiver, a good running back,
money under the table,
a good bunch of other guys. Ed, you call it
whatever it takes in
whatever
New England. It's whatever it takes,
Not
right?
to mention his deflated balls.
Well, whatever.
And
again,
sign language.
But he's got lots of these boys, lots of those.
Taping.
They all have an asterisk next to them all, except for the one Tampa Bay. And then he was cheating in that situation while Miami. They lost their first round draft pick because
Here,
of Tom
let
Brady.
let me quote something from your favorite coach.
He
Ed.
should have been penalized. Oh my God, a cat just came over.
Oh, right. We just got.
There it was.
Oh my God, that's a first. How on earth did that happen? How the hell did we get pussy balls on our show? That is something else.
I've never seen him come over the computer like that. He always
Ed?
comes around.
Ed, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. But
That's what my
There's-
cat thinks of
there's-
Tom Brady
Backstage
in
whip.
New England.
Ed, you ever heard of a teabag? That was probably the most epic teabag ever on camera.
I'm so proud of you, Nico.
That's a good kitty.
Oh my God, let me say these hellos. I'm getting off track. You guys are ruining us already. I'm off track. Tampa Tom, what is going on? We got Whip's
Tampa
World in the
Tom.
house. What's going on, Whip?
Ooh, I got a battle with Whip this week in the East, I think.
I think Whip's starting to get a little cocky. His Steelers are winning some games all of a sudden. Carol, how
Third
are you,
place
dear?
In the whole AFC West. I mean, whole AFC. Third place.
Well, Carol, I just dropped a fish video. It should be up right now. If you want a good look, I just did a tour of the living room this evening.
Ooh,
So-
nice.
There might be a few people that are up here that might actually be shouted out in that video. If you want some of the fish that I showed them,
You show your bowls.
I showed the bowls. I showed the tanks behind me. Well, good to see everybody. So Ed's, as you all know, is handicapped this evening. If you've been watching what he's had put out the last week, he's been busy doing guppy tanks and guppy ponds. And Ed, I have one question for you. So what does it mean when a tadpole is going to meet Mr. and Mrs. Crab?
Crabby. I have lots of these Tennessee tree frogs, and they're like little bitty tadpoles. Because I mean, when they're adults, they're smaller than my pinky finger. And so I've caught about 45 of them and dropped them into the crab tank.
Whip.
So
Good.
I'm
Going
giving
on,
them
man?
a chance.
So are we talking about Brady being the GOAT? Because that's what he is, you know. He's got 7 rings.
Ed's telling us about the tadpole. The next thing he comes in, Brady, bam! Oh,
I can buy that many rings also.
Ed, I got to tell you, though, the most disappointing play from our game, though, that made me, oh, is that?
Yeah. These crabs I have enjoy eating snails. So I've been throwing the pond snails in there too. And maybe these little frogs will grow up and become tree frogs. They're awfully late in the year. So I don't even know how they would survive.
I
Because
was going to say,
normally,
you're not bringing them in the house, are you?
Oh, yeah. they're in the crab tank in the fish room.
Oh, Ed.
Wow.
Right.
That seems like a bold maneuver. We'll see how it pans out for you.
Oh, my goodness, Ed.
I've
Better
been
tadpoles
seeing the
than-
crabs
than,
a lot more the
mosquito
last 2
larvae,
days.
right?
Danny
Normally
just
those
pulled
crabs
up.
hide, but they've been really excited.
Danny just pulled up. You know what that means?
You got to go.
Oh, crap.
Nope, that
Get the
means
dishes done.
I got me a
Donut?
voodoo donut, Bavarian cream, about to be in my hand.
So my mom wanted Taco Bell tonight,
More deflated
but
balls.
she's never been there before. We order her food for her.
Never
and I
been to
totally messed
Taco
up my
Bell
whole
before.
order. What's that?
You said she's never been to Taco Bell before.
That's a
Is that what
dignified
you said?
lady. Of course not.
Wow.
I've bought her Taco Bell, but she's never actually been there.
Oh,
So
okay.
it took us like 15 minutes of reading the board and then explaining what everything was
Okay.
for her to order exactly what I got, but I got a meal deal and she got it all separate. So it cost me like $2 extra.
That's funny.
Oh well.
Well, hopefully she had a good time.
I think she did.
Carol says she'll be in class all weekend. She's having her first cap training flight this evening or today.
Ooh.
Well, congrats,
I don't know
Carol.
what
That
that
sounds
means.
awesome. Skull, Travis. I love it when the Viking fans get in here.
Yeah.
Although this year it's been a whole lot of.
Well,
Well, you get to
Does
play the Bears
anybody-
this week.
You'll know where you stand.
oh yeah, that's going to
after
be a
that
great game.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good, man. We got no Jefferson. We got no Addison, most likely.
No, he's playing.
So
He's
all
playing.
we got is Hutchinson and Madison, basically, for our threats. And then
Osborne's playing.
yeah, Osborne's good. But is
You
he
got
good
two-
enough to be number one when he's
You
getting
got the
double
best
teamed?
regular
No.
I
season
think he
quarterback
could
in the league.
I think he could be. He's blown up. He's had games with 3 touchdowns and 150 yards, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're playing the Bears, so that should be.
Dude, the Bears aren't as bad as y'all make them out to be, man.
They've
Dude,
been playing
lost
pretty
to
good the
the
last 2 weeks.
Broncos.
Well, they got destroyed by the Broncos.
They lost by 20 to the Broncos.
Oh, more than
That's
that, wasn't it?
insane.
It was 70-20 or something like that.
And who
No,
lost-
that was,
that's
Who
right.
Who lost to
that was the
Miami?
Miami game.
Oh,
My-
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, Miami
was-
lost to beat the hell out of Denver,
But
didn't
Denver beat the Bears 40-20. So they lost by 20 points to the Broncos. That's sad.
Wow.
they? You gonna come in here
I
eating
thought
it
it
in
was the
front
other
of me
way
and don't bring
around.
me mine?
Ed, your team made me some money last night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
just barely. It made me a little nervous. I needed that last field goal to cover the spread, but
I would have liked to have seen Mahomes throw another touchdown.
yeah, I
too.
was kind of hoping Kelsey.
Yeah,
get one.
damn Jimmy's got Mahomie.
I got
You know-
I got him too on one of the leagues.
The Chiefs need to get a real wide receiver. Now, Rice is looking good as a rookie. Oh, man.
Wait a minute, is that what I think it is, Danielle? Oh, you can't trust Voodoo Donuts, man.
I think you just teabagged us with a donut.
Yes, I did. Oh man, Daniela,
That
they
would
didn't
be
stuff
the
it with
way.
Bavarian cream. They stuffed it with like maple something. It's maple in here.
Do you always use your middle finger to pull the stuff out with?
the most erotic way to do
I'm glad I'm really far away from him.
it.
You guys got to see this face I'm seeing right now. She says, "You are so disgusting."
I agree.
That's why I had to do a stream without you, so I could misbehave once in a while.
Oh yeah.
And it's not
Do you have
polluting the
DraftKings
Danica
up
name.
there, Ryan?
I'm sorry, Carol.
Hey, Ryan, do you
Oh,
have
no.
DraftKings up there?
There is in Oregon, but not in Washington. So I'd have to drive across the river. I just go up to this Indian casino north of us.
Oh, you got to go there to place bets.
Yeah, or to Oregon across the river to do DraftKings.
Can't you just go online?
Kenny could do
Not in-
DraftKings?
Not in the state of Washington.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I tried
How can they stop you?
several times and won't let me do it.
Well, if you had
They
a
check your
VPN
location, and when I went to the Clash, I
Yeah.
couldn't send any of my DraftKings lineups because I was in Pennsylvania. I was
Right,
pissed
yeah.
off.
No
When we
kidding.
go down to
Tennessee's one of
Vegas for
those
March
states.
Madness, we play this golf course that's close to Arizona, and then like if you get too close to the border, you can't use the app.
So I bet
Yeah.
that's why mine's not working then. Because I love DraftKings, man. That's my. Oh, I love to play DraftKings.
But you're quite a ways from the border.
I'm telling you, Ryan, I cannot get into my DraftKings.
Weird.
Maybe you forgot your password.
No.
Is it DraftKings or is it the other one? What's the other one called?
Maybe Tom Brady had you.
Or FanDuel.
FanDuel. No, I think it's DraftKings that you can do in Oregon, but apparently
Maybe
Kenny
they
can't. So.
Maybe they reopened
And I've never
it
done
up.
it, so maybe you can't.
I think you could do the DraftKings sports bet, but you can't do the lineup stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I thought you could do the sportsbook stuff.
Says it's illegal in Oregon.
Oh, really? Yeah, maybe it is the other one then.
Oh my God, Roxanne.
The Oregon Lottery had sports betting for like 2 years, but they ended up losing money. So then they dropped it. And I thought it went to DraftKings after that. In fact, I had some money in there and then they mailed me a check.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's
In
illegal.
Wisconsin, we could do the DraftKings, the Rainmakers, and the money lineups and everything. But to
That's how
do
it should be everywhere. You
the
know,
game betting, we got to go to casino.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like sportsbook, we can't do sportsbook.
Like,
Yeah.
I gotta go put the rest of this away. It's so rich and thick. I gotta put the rest away.
You got your cream all over your headset. We can't hear you.
Yeah. Got cream.
Ed, you're on fire.
Yes.
While Kenny's gone, my team desperately needs a wide receiver. Do you guys see any trade possibilities for the Chiefs before the October 31st deadline?
I mean, what would they
You
give
for
up?
your real team or your fantasy team?
For the real team.
Oh, no.
Because
Who's going to come off a receiver right now that's any good? Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, there was rumors that
Well-
the Raiders might trade Devontae Adams, but they're not going to trade
But-
him within the division. That's for sure.
yeah,
And they probably
Just
not
like-
going to trade him at all. I would hope not.
just like Jarvis or whatever his stupid name is, Judy. Jarvis Judy? Is that
Jerry
his
Jerry
name?
Judy?
Jerry
Yeah.
Judy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going
They're
to
not
trade
going
to
to
the
trade him
Chiefs
within the
either.
division.
I don't know if you want him either.
I'm reading
Sutton,
a stupid
I think
article
Sutton.
about trades, and they were saying that there's a good chance that the Chiefs are going to trade for Frank Clark from Denver to get him back on the team. Dude, our defense is so much better now that we have 11 players on the team instead of 10.
Yeah, that
Because
always
the
helps.
dude stands around, does nothing for like 3 years. And now that we have an average guy in his position, we're better. So there's no way the Chiefs are going to go after that schmuck. And what the Chiefs need is a wide receiver desperately. Even though Rice is looking better, he got 70
Rice is
some yards
looking
last
good, but
night.
he's so young. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
Rice is
tough.
looking pretty good.
It's only.
And you were right about that Hardman. Oh my God, that's trash.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, and I'm starting to think the same way with Sky Moore. Sky Moore and Scantley are our two starting wide receivers on our team. They get 60% of all the snaps, and they're averaging 1.5 catches a game combined. They're horrible. Our backups are all doing better than the two starters. That's god awful.
Yeah, I don't know who they can.
Well,
get.
Rice has to be close to being number one now.
Yeah, it
You would
was
think.
for wide receivers, it was Justin Watson was number 1 last week. I don't know about last night. He probably took Justin Watson.
They don't give him enough shots, I think.
No,
And he
Watson's
doesn't
out
always
there
catch it.
for it. Well, and he's all long balls. He never gets anything short. He always runs downfield. So last year he averaged 18 yards a catch because he only got tossed long balls. But it's better than Scantley. Scantley's horrible.
Yeah.
That guy drops everything. I just got another cat.
Another cat?
What are you doing? What's that?
Another cat?
That was baby cat.
How are the
She doesn't.
how are the Bucks doing this year? Because they've got a couple guys that
Evans.
the internet's talking about. Evans and there was another one too.
That's true.
Evans,
Evans
is still a
oh,
stud. He's getting a little long in the tooth. He's about 7-year veteran or whatever, but he could still.
Yeah, but he just got paid. He just got franchised, didn't he?
Probably.
Yeah, well, they're trying to trade him. They signed him to a 1-year extension for $20 million.
Yeah, you got
I think.
franchised.
Yeah,
So-
9 years. He's been in the league 9 years. And then
But, yeah.
Godwin is also on this list that the I don't know whatever website this is. And your boy Deontay Adams is number 1 on people should be going after.
I can't see the Chiefs affording Devontae Adams.
What about Hopkins?
Well, and then,
Are
like
the
I said,
Cardinals
they're just
ever doing
gonna
any good?
trade him within the division.
I would be willing to bet that if Mahomes and Kelsey wanted Davante there, they both could restructure their contracts and get him there. And I
Yeah,
think
but the
they
Raiders
do it.
aren't going to trade him to somebody in the same division.
It's
No, the Chiefs
it's
just
the
reset.
Raiders, Ryan. Are you really believing they don't have that capability?
Well, yeah, that's
Raiders
true.
won't make a deal with the Chiefs. Those two
That's-
teams, I don't
That's a
think.
good point,
those-
Kenny. They've made a
those two
bunch
really
of
hate
stupid
each other.
moves that I didn't like before. So, what's to stop them from doing that now?
I know, man.
No, Mahomes just restructured his contract, and the Chiefs are $20 million under the cap.
Yeah, but he's
It's not
getting paid
enough
on
for
that.
Adams, is it?
What's that?
Probably
That's
not.
not enough.
If,
What's he making now in Las Vegas?
Oh, he's getting a lot, man. They
Well, if
gave
Evans got franchised for $20 million, then it would be just probably slightly more than that.
Yeah. He's expensive.
I don't know, man. I think if Chiefs made the right play at Minnesota, they could probably get Jefferson right now.
The problem
I-
is he's too expensive.
He's
Devontae's
not.
making $28 million.
Nobody's going to want Jefferson right now. He's hurt for 4 to 6 weeks.
Who's that?
Jefferson.
Oh yeah.
I think he'll be out of Minnesota after this year. Unless
They
we
do
ca-
stupid shit like that, so probably.
Well, we did it with Moss. What makes you think we won't do it with him? And this new guy that's our GM, Odofi or whatever how you say his name. I mean, he thinks he's playing Madden, dude. He's trying to manage like he's playing Madden, you know?
I just shared the link for all the standings if you want to pop it.
Why are you not able to? You still can't do this stuff, Ed?
You have to invite me again.
Oh, my God.
You only invited me the one time, and then I lost the link when I went to James's.
Okay, I will remind me it's not being done on purpose, Ed.
It's all right. I'm not worried about it. So, what do you think about the Colts? They just got Johnson back, or Taylor, or is it Taylor Johnson? Is that his name?
Jonathan Taylor.
Or Johnson Taylor?
Which means somebody who was willing to take that risk and sign him at the draft is going to pay off for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Well, but Moss is still putting up numbers.
Oh yeah, Zach Moss.
Well, they say Zach should get the heavier load right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if I can make this small.
I think Taylor had 16 snaps last week, right? Something like that. So I don't know.
Does that just make it bigger for everybody to see?
Yeah, that looks much
I
better.
can't
Thank
see
you.
shit.
Man, this shows you how tough the AFC is on each other this year. Look at these records. So you got Chiefs and Miami leading divisions, and then from there it's a shit show. I mean, look at that. 2-3, 2-3, 1-3.
Yeah, and going into the season, everybody thought the AFC would be way better than the NFC.
Yeah, it
and
looks
it's
like
turning
this
out
year
the other way around.
a 500 team's got a good shot of getting in. It's looking like so far at the beginning stages.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's go check out the NFC.
Raiders are still in it.
Look at that. The two undefeated teams. I can't wait to see them play each other.
That's this week, isn't it?
No, they're not playing.
49ers
each other.
versus.
Isn't that this week?
No, the Jets play the Eagles this week.
I think
I know
the
it's coming.
49ers have Arizona.
Niners play Cowboys, I believe.
No, they
No,
already
they
played
just
them.
did that. They crushed them.
Yeah, they just destroyed
Oh,
the
that's
Cowboys.
right. Who the fucking Niners play?
Cleveland.
Oh, they're gonna. That ain't even gonna be a match.
The Niners are playing Cleveland.
Yep.
That's
Well-
not even. Well, I should have said that. They got Garrett, but this.
Whoever's got the Niners defense. and Watson's out.
Watson's out. Yep.
Daniel Jones is out.
I don't know what's going on with Watson. That's a weird situation. Hopefully he's going
Really
to prison
weird.
or something.
What, do you have another case
Oh.
hit it?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's hurt, I think.
His injury is just kind of unexplained, it seems like.
Yeah, he's just saying he's sore and that's it, right?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He
my
needs
God.
more massages.
Yeah, Howie.
Maybe he's addicted to the massages and that's what's going on is he's
Yeah,
getting
probably.
the wiggles without the massages.
Hmm.
I think
What's
PJ Palmer or
What's up?
something like that.
Going through withdrawals.
Starting.
'Cause
What's up, Storm Riders? What's up, Melvin?
for the Browns.
offense. So
Imagine we get trot out that Thompson guy again.
who is the team that you're most looking forward to losing?
You don't want to hear my answer, Ed.
Always the Ravens. Always.
Love seeing New England
Well,
lose.
I mean, I'm picking a
too.
team outside
Yeah.
of the traditional.
New
I
England
think
losing this weekend would be good for me.
Yeah. It's just I think it's funny when Washington loses now.
Why?
Since they've changed their name to the Commanders.
Yeah.
They're
They
insignificant.
should have changed their name to something a lot worse.
I
I heard they
saw-
might
They're
change
changing
it back.
Oh, I didn't
I
hear
know.
that.
Yeah,
I did
there's
hear
a-
that changing.
I thought
There's
they should have just
several
stuck
Native
with
American
football
Indian
team.
groups suing. There's Native American groups suing them, saying that Redskins is not a bad word. That's just a woke
And it's costing them money.
idea. And I refuse to call them commanders because I think that's stupid.
I like calling them the commies or the commandos.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I like both of those. Look
I
at
still
the
call them the
Buccaneers.
Redskins.
You know, rather than go that, they're known. What's the second thing when you think of Washington from back in the day? What did you think of? The Washington
George
Hogs,
Washington?
the
Joe
Hog
Theismann's
Pit.
leg.
But remember the Hog Pit? They had
yeah.
that hog.
Yeah.
Why not go
That
the Hogs?
sounds
I mean,
negative to fat girls.
Jeez.
And this is all about making
Christ.
people happy.
Whip, aren't you glad you stayed up for this stuff, man?
Oh yeah.
You got to see Donuts get a feeling too, and now Ed and his talk.
And
At least
probably,
he, missed the kitty balls and beehole.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and we can't forget the teabagging by Nico. I mean, that just takes the whole night.
That should be a short.
Well, you know where it's at. You know where to find it, Ed.
I don't know how to do that, but
You
I'll
clip.
try to figure it
You
out.
clip, bud. You clip.
Flip it out.
You could do it
Now-
real easy from your phone.
Have you heard the rumors that the Jaguars are probably going to New England? Or not New England, but England.
Well,
That
they've
ain't
been,
gonna
like,
happen.
Not
I
permanently.
don't think that's going to happen either.
Are you
they've
talking
been kind of the
permanently?
de facto
Yeah, they've
home team
gone
for
the
them
last
for a
7
while.
years in a row.
Right. Yeah.
They go, but I don't see NFL having a team in England.
Well, that's what
No,
they're
I
hope
pushing
not.
for.
Well, they're
The
pushing
NFL
for
wants that
6
to happen
teams to be in
bad.
Europe. They were talking about having 6 teams in Europe. And they were
They
gonna
can start their own
form their-
freaking league then.
They,
They don't
already
need
tried
our team.
that with the NFL Europe. They tried that. Didn't
Yeah,
work
well,
out.
It was the
Europeans are not
commissioner who was talking about this. He was saying that he wants to have 4 expansion teams and 2 teams move to Europe. And my question is, who's the other team that he's planning on moving?
I heard it's Kansas City.
Yeah. I mean,
That'd be good.
what is there? Is Arizona? Do they hurt on tickets? Who doesn't buy tickets for
Well,
their games?
Arizona's got a pretty damn new stadium. I don't think they're going anywhere.
No.
Yeah, but I
Exactly.
think don't they share that with the college team or something? Or do they
I
have
think
that
they
all to
do.
themselves?
I think they might.
Texans?
I'm not sure.
No,
think they
Arizona.
got their own
Arizona
stadium.
is kind of like LA, isn't it? Where there's nobody actually from that city or state.
For one,
They're the first ones to make their field that rolls outside.
Yeah.
if anybody
Yeah.
goes that, I would think it would be one of the northern teams. Because listen, here's a guy, let's say they're in Tampa. You going to want to go live in England? No. Jacksonville, same thing. They're in a nice warm state. Why on earth would they want to move?
Who the hell
to-
wants to live in England, period, no matter where you're from?
That's what I'm
Right.
saying, man. So
Even
the
people
only-
in England
no
don't wanna live in
choice.
England.
only chance they would have would be a northern state team, something like Minnesota
Minnesota.
or a Green Bay or Chicago or one of those people.
Green Bay ain't going nowhere. Chicago ain't going
Green Bay
nowhere.
can't go.
No,
anywhere.
it's going to be somebody that's not doing well.
Maybe
It-
the Texans.
Texas might do it.
How about the Chargers?
When I went to Houston,
Chargers ain't
They had
going there. They just
Green Bay's
signed a
owned
big
by the
contract with
people,
Los
remember.
Angeles, man. They ain't going nowhere for a
It would
while.
be the New Englanders and the
Yeah, that's true. They just got there.
and if the Texans moved to London, they could be the Beef Eaters.
They should take the Patriots.
That ain't
Oh,
ever
I'd be
happening.
for that. the
That's
Patriots
funny.
moved to Europe.
Cowboys would be a good one for me.
That one won't ever go. And you see that
You know what?
America's
Somebody
team
needs
goes to
England.
England.
You know what would be a hateful one? What if Cleveland bails again and goes to?
that would be funny.
That would be
That's
fun.
an old team, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think that would happen because Cleveland worked so hard to get a team back. That would be hilarious, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they might want
My
that.
money would be on the Texans.
They want like that
Because
that
if you took
ownership
the
out of there.
Jacksonville and Texans over there, then all you have to do is put the Colts and the Titans in, the other divisions up.
Houston's like the third or fourth biggest city in the country, though. I mean, it's
But are people going to the games?
same size as Chicago.
When you go to Houston, there's more like cowboy stuff in the stores.
Yeah.
Like the jerseys. I felt sorry for them when I went through Houston last
Yeah.
Mhm.
2 years
Or-
ago. I
It's a
was like,
fairly new team, though. Houston ain't that old. They
I
got
would
to build
say
that.
out of the AFC, the Houston probably would be the most likely to go, though. Because look at all these teams. You got the Chiefs. They ain't going nowhere. Chargers ain't going nowhere. Raiders aren't going nowhere. They just got where they're at. Broncos have won too many Super Bowls to go to there. Dolphins ain't going nowhere. Bills ain't going nowhere. Jets ain't going nowhere. Patriots ain't. I mean, it's the only one that makes sense.
What about the South?
Or the Rams. Send the Rams
Texans.
over there. They like to move.
Another South team.
Texans? The only other one I was thinking is the Titans.
Yeah.
Maybe the Titans. They're playing this week over there.
Yep, I could see the Titans moving over there.
they packed their stadium and it's the only pro team in the whole state.
Yeah, but it's Tennessee, so.
Well, no, I guess we have a hockey team.
And then out of our
Oh, I guess we have a basketball team too in Memphis.
Well, yeah, the
We have
Grizz.
the Grizzlies.
out of the NFC, I know it ain't coming out of the North. Everybody's been there forever up in the North.
Maybe the
How are they
Vikings
going to add 4 teams?
or
Are
Detroit.
we going to have
Detroit-
uneven fucking conferences again?
Well, it was 6. They were going to have 4 teams, so there would be 36 teams.
Well, I would
Well-
imagine they do an expansion team if they're going to add 4
36
teams.
doesn't divide by 8, though. Or
They're going
4.
to do an expansion division, guys. Hello, let's do the
Yeah,
math. They're trying to
you
get
gotta do
the NFL world market. So you have a team in Germany, a team in frickin' London, and another team in Paris, whatever they want to do, or a team down in Mexico. That's the only thing. How are they going to work it if they, because Mexico, I think, would want a team too.
He said he wanted to get 6 teams in Europe, 2 move and 4 expansion. That is literally what the commissioner said.
Okay. So he'll
That's
just make
stupid.
it that
Why would he go an extra? None of the league isn't made up of 6 teams. It's 5, right? Or 4 now.
4.
So
Well,
Yeah,
but they'll
4
just
per division or
they'll
conference.
redo it all.
See, it used to be they had them uneven. Like the NFC East had 14 or 5 teams for a while.
it was 4 and
And
5.
The North had 4. It was weird
Yeah.
like that for a
Well,
while.
that's
The
why we
Seahawks-
had to have bye weeks way
The
back then.
Seahawks had to move.
Well, back in the day, we had 5. I mean, we had Tampa, and we had,
Yeah, we had.
Not
the 4
everybody
we
had
in
5 though.
but I'm saying we did.
Yeah.
Our division had 5. We had
Both-
Tampa Bay in our division for years.
Both North divisions or Central back then, because we had the 4 we have plus Houston once upon a time.
But that was back when it was the real Houston Oilers
Yes, correct.
that are now the
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans.
And then the AFC West had Seattle.
See, what you could do is you would change it to 3 groups of 6 if there's 18 in both sides.
Yeah, but that
You know, you get
But
rid
there
of
would be
divisions,
there would be
change it to
38
3.
teams because there's already 32. So if they did 4 expansions,
Oh, you're
and
right.
2, well, no, wait, the 2 more are just moving. So it'd be 30.
you got to keep the 4 conferences
Right.
per division. You just got to.
Yeah, you're right. It would be 36.
I think that they would probably break it down to 3.
So they're saying 2
3
teams have,
divisions.
they've already got this commitment done.
No,
No.
They just
No,
wanted
it
to-
ain't.
No,
No,
they've
it's
got to
just
get
his pipe dream.
ownership to vote.
There's
Goodell
no
pipe-
way.
And
No way.
there's 12 teams that vote against him on every single thing because they've been trying to get rid of him forever.
The
as a
commissioner. Well, he is.
Yeah.
You think about it. He's probably the worst commissioner ever.
But he's good at making money. And so the loser teams like him, the winner teams want to fire him.
No, that's not true because my team's the loser team and we hate
And
it.
your team wants to get rid of him,
Yeah.
which I appreciate. And that's why
Well,
I
Al,
like it.
Al Davis had never liked the league.
Well,
So I'm sure he taught that.
he sued the
have-
league and won. So,
Yeah, Al has never had good blood with the league. So his son's probably remembering that.
oh yeah.
So he's trying to be like Pops, like, hey, you guys aren't going to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Well, the Cowboys and the Chiefs are also in that group. They're in the Davises. The 3 of them are like the 3 big ones that are always trying to get him fired.
Kraft is not a big fan of him anymore either, is he?
Oh, I thought crap.
They were buddy
Like
buddy,
that's
and-
fine.
Water.
but then when Kraft got busted for diddling the masseuses,
It's just a happy ending.
yeah.
Hold on.
I don't know. Was he at the Kraft wedding last year that Brady went to?
Oh, no. I
Did
can't
they
wait
get
to
free
hear it.
massages?
Was Deshaun Watson there?
Don't know.
Low blows around the house tonight.
Kraft was the one that got busted getting those happy endings.
Yes.
Mhm.
And at his age, at the
Given-
happy
given
ending,
a list to Deshaun
at his age, I'm sure the happy ending took forever.
Happy endings, you survive.
Yeah. Volcano dust.
Wow, Commanders have given up more points than the Bears. That's impressive.
Well, isn't
Wow.
that who the Bears just beat? Who did they just beat? Didn't they just beat Washington?
No, they just got done beating the hell out of Denver.
Let's see if there's anybody on the AFC that's that bad.
No, Denver won that game. I'm not
Oh,
sure who.
look
did.
at Denver's giving up 200.
I picked up your defense in 2 leagues, Ryan. I hope they do good.
Ooh, that's a bold maneuver.
Well, I mean, Crosby's still going to get a sack or
Although
two.
although they're playing New England this week, so
Right. That's why. And I got Jets in both the others, and they play Philadelphia. So
So
Yeah.
Jimmy G's going home.
no, it's in Vegas.
Oh, it's too bad he couldn't have went up there and beat them.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I found out that I got some mosquito bites on my ankle.
on your what?
I just wanted to share that.
Do
You
they
ju-
not
you ju-
sell? Do
you
they
just
not
found that
sell?
out now?
He
They
found
don't
out.
sell deep woods off down there, or what?
What?
I said
What?
they don't. They don't.
Is that
They
the
don't
bug
sell-
Spray.
Bug spray.
I don't use any bug spray when I'm harvesting my fish.
All right.
I don't want any poisons. So what I use is a rotating fan, and it blows all the mosquitoes away. But apparently the fan's not low enough, and they're getting me in the ankle. But
Some ankle biters.
You need a big
Yeah.
barn fan.
yeah,
To put a bow
I
on
tell
it,
you guys,
the Bears did beat the Commandos last week, 40-20.
Oh, okay.
fans are amazing at keeping mosquitoes away from you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they can't
good idea.
handle any breeze.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause they just
can't
kind
fly
of
in
follow the wind.
that stuff. Yeah.
I'll have
Makes
to
sense.
remember that. Me and my wife, when we're sitting on the back deck, then that's what I'm going to do is put up some fans.
hmm
Oh,
That's not
yeah.
true everywhere. You know, when you live in Illinois, they don't care.
I know
Well,
in Wisconsin, man.
maybe northern.
I believe in what they're saying
They're bigger.
because
Maybe they're
on windy
bigger.
nights you never got mosquito bites on the windy
Yeah.
nights up in Wisconsin. So
Wind helps.
When I used to play softball, I'd get ate up, and it didn't matter if the wind was blowing or not.
Well,
But they love me.
softball, I'd get bit up too, but they might get into your dugout where there's no breeze.
It's just cyclone fence there by me, so there was no nothing to stop it.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking a whole bunch of guys sitting in a row is going to
Oh, that
block
could be, but
on a bench.
so we're five
because I'd get bit up real bad when I played softball too in Illinois.
weeks
But
into the
I was in
league
the South,
year, guys.
so.
5 weeks into the league. So we'll do a pick right now. Who's your Super Bowl champ this year?
fucking 49ers.
Don't look
are
back.
looking
There's somebody
pretty
behind
good.
you, Kenny.
That is the most beautiful woman you'll ever see in your life. Who, by the way,
Aw.
tomorrow, I've been married to her for 34 years.
Woo!
Congratulations.
You married
Not
her
only
when
is
she
she
was
beautiful,
18
but
years
patient.
old.
She
That's
goes, "You
impressive.
poor baby," she says. As she feeds the fish room.
What are you doing for your anniversary? Catching Pokemon?
No Pokemon. Well, actually, she probably will be Pokemon hunting tomorrow because this is a event weekend. Oh, good. So she's only skipping our club meeting instead. So I guess I got her full attention tomorrow, and I've got to do at least 5 tanks tomorrow. So I'm going to get up early and get those done. Then we'll probably go do something in the evening. What's up,
Awesome.
George?
So what were you saying? Did you want to say who our picks are for both divisions? Do you want NFC or AFC up first?
Well, there's only one Super Bowl champ.
Oh, good point.
Well, I thought we were going to do the Super Bowl matchup.
We
Or do you
can
just
do
want
that.
to do the champ?
I think it personally this year will be Niners and Chiefs.
With who winning?
49ers.
All right. I'm going to go Niners and Bills with the 49ers winning.
I'm going to go Eagles and Bills with the Eagles winning.
Yeah. I like the Eagles too, for sure.
Pep?
I guess I'll go with my boys winning. Even though Miami's looking good, I'm still going to go with the Chiefs over Philadelphia again, just so we can really rub it into the other Kelsey.
I'll take the Niners over the Dolphins.
Wow. I think Dolphins is a safe bet right now, man. That offense, if their defense can at least get to marginally good, I can see them really doing well.
They don't even have to. Nobody can outscore them. That's the problem.
But
Yeah,
just
that's-
imagine if their defense started playing decent or holding people to like under 20. I don't think anybody can beat them then.
Once
But
the
they're-
weather starts getting colder, we'll see how the Dolphins do. That's my concern with them.
Well, their
And
running
see-
backs are still going to be runners. I mean,
Yeah. Kane's out for a while. But they brought Wilson Jr. back.
Yeah, he's coming back.
We'll see if they lose their quarterback. If Tua gets hurt, what happens?
They go in the
It's
toilet.
kind of fragile.
Yeah.
He is.
That goes true for almost every team, though.
It is. You're right.
but it's not because he's wimply, dude. I mean, it's because
Yeah, I like Tua.
Tua's
a lot.
not scared to take a hit, man. He has the same problem that your boy Mahomes had the first year he was in the league. Mahomes wanted to run and jump for that extra yard. Now, if you look at Mahomes now, he's learned that, okay, I'm going to get that 10 yards, whatever I'm going to get. Oh, big linebacker, I'm down. Tua hasn't learned that art yet. I think once he understands I got to be here for the long haul, he's probably going to be pretty amazing guy at the end here.
I watched Tua in all of his college games, and he's a lot better as a pro.
Oh, he was great.
All
at
he did in
Alabama,
Alabama
too. You're
was hand
crazy.
off.
Well, I
What?
mean, in his
I
defense,
can't
he
believe
had
he's this good.
1 year he had Henry as a back.
No, Henry was Georgia.
I thought Henry was Alabama.
Henry was Alabama, but he was before Tua.
was
They
he?
didn't play together.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm getting dude from the Rams mixed up. That was really good. The running back for the Rams
Falk.
blew out his knees and went to Alabama or went to Atlanta.
You talking about the Marshall Falk?
No. After him, he was their Super Bowl guy not too long ago. Big monster. Oh my God.
You're not talking
I
Steven
saw him
Jackson.
play when I lived in St. Louis.
Steven Jackson, you're not talking about.
Rams running backs.
Maybe he
Over the
is.
last
That
few years.
sounds right. Right?
But Steven Jackson was Oregon State.
Yeah, that's true.
Rams running backs from Georgia. Todd Gurley.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
Gurley.
yeah.
How could you
Gurley
forget?
Bond. What the hell happened to
Gurley
him?
reminds me a lot of
Yeah, what did happen?
Henry.
to him?
He just fell off the planet.
Well, I mean, you're a running back in the league. Knees are kind of important.
he just reminds me a lot of Henry because they're both monsters.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but Henry's 3 times as fast, isn't he? I don't know a lot about Henry, but I thought he was a burner.
Henry's awesome. Henry's just
he's
amazing.
one of the best running backs of all
I don't
time.
care if anybody
I bet.
says. To me, the greatest running back ever, and will always be the greatest, is the sweetness himself, Walter Payton. Best running back I ever witnessed running. I got to see him play 3 times in my lifetime in person. And you don't understand how incredible he is until you see him on the field, because they don't home in when Peyton does the monster block that puts the guy out so the guy can throw a 40-yard pass. And they don't show him doing all the other things he did on the field other than run. I mean, the guy was a monster on all aspects of the game as far as running back goes.
I wish I'd
I
been
agree.
able to see Brown and Sayers play, just to put a comparison.
Right? Yeah.
Because
agree.
I saw Walter play quite a few times, but I never got to see
Yeah.
either of those guys
Same
play.
with Sanders and Emmett Smith. We saw those guys a lot, but those old school
I'd take
guys before our
Falk
time.
and Sanders.
Sanders, I only got to see one time in my life.
Falk was amazing receiver too.
Sanders people didn't know about him is he had power along with that jukiness. I mean, he had no problem putting his shoulder down and carrying a guy into the end zone. That guy was, I mean, his legs were tree trunks.
Oh yeah, any of those top guys, man, they had it all. Just like Henry, you know.
I just wish
Always in the conversation.
AP wouldn't have gotten injured as much as he did the last part of his career, because I think AP
I mean,
could have
one of
been
the greatest of all time too. Yeah, and he had everything.
AP
I
could have
think he's in
done.
the top 10.
Well, he still is, but I think he could have been so much more if his health would have stayed with him.
Spanking his kid hurt his career more than that did.
That's
I
for
agree.
sure.
The kid thing was
That
the worst.
wasn't pretty. Not a good look.
If you're talking fantasy wishes, I would have loved to have seen Sanders play in Dallas and Smith play in Detroit. See how that shook out, because I bet you Sanders would have put the record so far out in front of everybody
yeah.
that nobody ever touch it.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys would have won a lot more, probably.
Yeah, probably, but which would have sucked. But
I know. But their line was so good back then.
yeah, and Sanders, man, he played behind crap. I mean,
He did.
he was like the only guy on the team that was NFL worthy.
Yeah, he had a couple decent wide receivers. That's it. But yeah, terrible.
Yeah, back then, what was it? Herman Moore, and who was the other one?
Oh gosh. Well, the Chiefs got one of them as a free agent, and he was awesome. Well, good for us for a few years, and he was already old.
I don't know if their careers crossed, but who was the dude that created the confusion with the catch? Something Tron.
Megatron.
Yeah.
Megatron?
Calvin Johnson.
No, they didn't. That would
Yeah,
have been
they weren't.
awesome.
They weren't playing. at the
Oh,
same time.
if Sanders and Johnson would have been playing on the same field along with Moore, I think there would have been some rings up there.
Well, they would have had to pick somebody better than Mitchell and Pete as their quarterbacks.
Well, no playing around. I mean, they've got a good shot this year, I think.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think they'll Detroit themselves.
I don't.
I
I
don't see them going far in the playoffs, but you know, they're gonna have
I don't agree with any. I think
a home game.
Detroit is winning it. They have had a tough schedule pretty much this year. I mean, they've played some pretty tough teams and they've hung with them. I think they can beat just about anybody on any given Sunday. I think they got just as good a chance as any of the top contenders in the league right now.
You think they're in the same ballpark as the Niners and the Eagles?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Kenny!
Brother,
just think-
are you kidding me? What?
I'm not kidding you.
They're
a little more playoff experience. you
They
know?
do, but I think they got just as good a shot as either of those teams.
That Hutchinson is a beast.
Yes, Hutchinson. They got a bunch of other good key players now this year.
That guy is
That
incredible.
defense is massively improved, and they've got the weapons
I
on
don't think they
offense.
can put it down with the Niners, though.
It's all going to depend who has that home field advantage, man. If they have to go up in Detroit, I'd give them a shot.
I don't think they will. We'll see.
Long ways to go still.
The reason I'm sticking so heavily with the Niners is I think Purdy wants to prove himself this year that he's worthy of that number one position.
Oh,
I
that
think-
team's stacked, man.
That kid,
McCaffrey alone is just a beast. And then you got Ayuk and Debo.
and a
Kittle.
mean defense. I mean, vicious defense.
Mhm.
Kittle's a
And look out
serious
for the Niners.
threat too, right? I mean, he's got to be top 2 or 3 in the league for tight ends, right? Is there anybody better than him?
The key positions on both sides of the ball, they are heavily stacked.
Well, I would think Ed would think that there's at least one player better than
Oh,
him.
that's why I said 2 or 3. That's I mean,
yeah.
I don't
But
know,
yeah,
boys.
he's one of the best tight ends.
Hodgkinson in Minnesota has equally be up there with those boys now. He's been proving himself.
What? As a top tight end or a top is like the
Tight
fifth
end,
guy
yeah.
in the league?
Top tight end. One of the top tight ends.
Yeah, he's like
Meh.
fifth, maybe.
My boy Waller would be there if his team wasn't garbage.
I think Waller's better than Hopkins. Waller's awesome. I love
That's an
Waller's
interesting
awesome. He just went to the Giants.
Yeah.
That's they're close, I would say. That's an interesting conversation.
I don't know. Let's see. Losing faith in old Danny boy.
But
Yeah, that team is terrible.
Hopkins is younger and healthier, so he's got a lot more of his career to go than those other guys. So that's
But-
what Minnesota has going with him, too.
I just hope to God we get rid of Cousins this year. That's all I care. If nothing else happens, if we lose
You could have
Cousins,
signed a 10-year contract. You ain't never getting rid of Cousins.
More money. It's incredible that guy, I mean, that he's like, I think he's fourth in all-time earnings, NFL earnings. And all the top guys are going to be the recent guys, right? Because they make more money than they used to. But Kirk Cousins, come on.
not one
You might
win
be
to
getting
show
yourself
for.
an Aaron Rodgers in a couple years. You got
Yeah,
that to look forward to.
well, then not really. I don't think Rodgers is as good as Favre was. I really don't.
Well, if you look at his stats, he is.
Stats, but let me ask you this: you got a
Team
choice
leader?
between Favre or Rodgers. Which one do you want?
At what age?
Favre made a lot more mistakes. you
Starting
know?
off.
Right. Favre would throw into a crowd because he thought he could throw it through somebody to get to his guy, and it didn't usually work out.
It was so much fun.
They got the same amount of Super Bowls, so they each got one, right? Or am I
Yeah,
forgetting
think
one?
so. I think so.
I know.
Favre only got one? He
Yeah,
didn't get
went
two?
but he lost the first one, right?
Ooh, somebody hit it below the belt here. I like this guy. Look at him. It says half the tight ends in the leagues would be better than Kelsey if they swap teams.
Name
I don't know
a
if that's
player
true.
who's had more consecutive 1,000-yard seasons.
Curtis
You
Martin.
missed-
Any player. You can
Hey,
have
hey,
wide
hey,
receivers
hey,
four
hey,
times.
hey,
Curtis
yes.
Martin.
You missed his question or what he said.
Oh,
Hey, Oinky.
You take him off the Chiefs and put him anywhere else, would he be as good?
I think you'd. He
Depends on
used
where you put
1,000
him.
yards with Alex Smith, Mr.
He's
Conservative.
got nice chemistry with Mahomes, and
He does.
you know,
and he's been
Mahomes
healthy.
is
His
definitely one of the best quarterbacks out there. So
But I
Yeah,
always
sure.
like when people come at Kelsey. I believe is on that field probably first into office every morning and last to leave every night. Yeah, when he leaves, he's with probably one of the most awesome women in the world. But
Let's not even bring that up.
Yeah, what are we talking about here?
he was drafted after Zach Ertz.
well, Zach was a good tight end too, man.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
Right,
it.
but that's what I'm saying is their careers are at the exact same years. And Zach Ertz doesn't have anything on Kelsey, but he's had great quarterbacks and bad ones now. But
Ertz did great when Ertz was in Philly. He killed it.
yeah, he did. He did.
he did.
A lot of it for tight ends, I think, goes into how coaches use them. You know, some coaches just
Oh.
mainly use them for blocking. You know,
You're so right. I agree with you there. Yeah, if
so I think
Kelsey
that if Kelsey goes in almost anywhere else, he's not as good because he's not in as good a situation. But I don't think I can't
Depends on where
agree
he
with
goes.
Jimmy. You know that any you could just plug in most guys and they do as good as Kelsey. You know that seems a little crazy.
So the NFL has a guy ranked number one that I've never even heard of through 5 weeks or whatever it's been, and he's from Kenny's crush team, the Detroit Lions. Sam Laporta.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Laporta's
I
going
don't
to
know
be
who
it.
that is.
He's going to
He's-
have a great year, man.
He's ranked
Laporta.
number one, and Kittle's ranked number two.
Kenny had Laporta against me last weekend, and yeah, he pulled out the tie.
Kelsey's going to have to work hard to get 1,000 yards this year
Oh, come on.
because
No, he's a ball hog. He'll
I think
get it.
He'll get
I
it.
think he's reached his plateau and it's starting to go downhill. Unfortunately,
Well,
I hate to say that.
I can't figure out what he
Look at the
be.
volume he just got.
I can't figure out what
he's half injured, and he had a great game last night.
Well, hold on, guys. Let's talk about what the real problem is with Kelsey this year. He's distracted, and he damn well should be distracted. I'd be distracted.
Well, he got hurt before he met her, though.
Did you see how happy
missed
his
the
dad
first two
was standing
games
up
with
there talking to her?
Ed, you
Standing over there?
Ed, you gotta ask yourself: did he get hurt, or did he take a dive because he knew he had a date?
I got to get out of here.
You're killing Brian. You're gonna kill Peplin with
Man.
all the Swifty talk.
Taylor Swift show with a football game on in the background.
I mean, Kelsey is doing an amazing job of making her well known. I still haven't heard one of her songs yet, but now I know her name.
Time out, Ed.
You've heard
She is not helping Kelsey, okay? I mean, you talked about it one of the first nights on that this all came up that he had like, what was it, 4 million jerseys sold after everybody found out they were dating. That ain't because of Kelsey, all right?
He is now the top selling jersey in the league because of all of her retarded people. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say. It's all right. I can say retarded here because of all of her retarded people. So, and that's been great for the league, but dude, so many girls that know nothing about football saying that she's made him. I had no idea who she was. No, I did. I'd heard of her for the whole ticket scandal, but I didn't know her songs.
There's Oinky.
I know who she is.
Keep all that crap away from football.
But I have never, if I've heard a
Keep it in
song
the
that I
tabloids.
have no idea what it is.
Don't have it on the TV when football's playing. It has nothing to do with football. It's too much.
If it brings fans in, I'm all for it.
What are you gonna have clowns out there at halftime if it brings more fans?
I already heard
enough fans. They sell out almost all these stadiums. How many people are already watching? We don't need that.
I don't think
that little prison rival on the side there.
Yeah.
So what happens when he breaks up? Are they gonna? They break up and then everybody leaves football.
Oh, she's probably got the song already written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear it now.
They'll be burning Kelsey jerseys all across the country.
Living life,
maybe I could get a real
disappointing life as my boyfriend's team loses the Super Bowl. Oh yeah.
It'll be called Red
There's
Flags.
people in Minnesota, with Kelsey Vikings jerseys on. 2 weeks
I would
ago.
love to see Kelsey as a Viking. I would dig that. We've had good luck with ex-Chiefs.
There were those two girls with the Kelsey Viking jerseys on. Did you see that, Kenny?
Yeah.
In that Chiefs Vikings game, those girls. And I think they were so disappointed that she wasn't at the game because they got seats right in front of the box.
Here's what Miss Swift has done for Kelsey. Even if they don't work out, that guy is set up. I mean, he will have dates for the rest of his life. And
He's already had a reality show for 2 years dating Kelsey. I don't think he's ever had any problems.
Look at Brian's face. I'm loving it. Brian cannot stand
football.
Brian hates what's her face?
He doesn't like her.
I just don't like it all over my football. Time and a place.
Yeah,
she's
Chief.
Not enough attention.
I guarantee if you
watch a Chiefs game, every 5 minutes they're panning over to her.
Well, you know why, don't you? I guarantee you, if you pull up the numbers, highest viewing team game of the year, I promise you it's every game that she's at that Kelsey is televised.
Once again, they don't need any help. Like, I think it was like 72 of the top 100 television shows last year were NFL games, And then another 13 of them were college football games.
Who wants to bet she'll be at the halftime show this year?
They
Did Brady
announced who
have
it
a
was going to
book?
be. I can't remember who it was.
With special appearance by Taylor Swift. It's coming.
That could happen.
Where she announces her new single about her new boyfriend.
She's too big for that. She's going to do like her own or something. I don't
She'll
know.
do her own halftime. She'll do it.
I'm getting on board with Peplin here. I kind of don't want to.
Peplin, look at it. I mean, right now Peplin looks like somebody stepped on his fish. I mean, that's how
Yeah, it's
PO'd
kinda-
it.
It's
It's
gross.
fine.
Yeah, gross.
Peplin's goldfish are doing great.
Oh no, somebody is not playing
How are
her
you doing
song
good?
in the You guys are rotten. Oh, that's too much, man. That is too much. All right.
Well,
Should we pick some winners and losers for this week, or?
We can pick them. I'm not keeping track.
see, I told you that all the teams would be too much. It'd be too hard. Okay,
Well,
let me
we
see if I
missed a
can.
couple, or I missed a couple weeks too, so that didn't.
Well, that's the key. I mean, it's every week we got different guys. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
Do I got to see?
Let me find the standings or the games.
The schedule.
so. Just pick the top 5 teams this week, Ed. The top 5 games, most meaningful games, and we'll pick those.
Do the prime times.
I just typed and I didn't type in any particular place.
I picked the Bears over the Washington Redskin Commandos.
Except they're playing the Vikings.
Yeah, they're playing the Vikings.
Oh yeah, that was last week. Damn it!
We-
Who's on by? Pittsburgh and Green Bay, right?
Pittsburgh's definitely off. I don't know who else.
I think the Packers.
Okay, and let me share.
Looks like it.
There we go.
God dang it, Ed. We can't. There we go.
Okay. So, okay, it's too bad it doesn't have point spreads because we should probably do like the closest games to make it
We
harder.
could just search NFL spreads.
Well, who here is there anybody sitting in this panel that's going to pick the Browns over the Niners?
No.
Wait,
So
how
we
about
don't
this?
even.
Each one of us gets to pick a game.
Okay, works for me.
Okay, Kenny, which game are you going to pick for us to pick?
Let's see. Keep going. Keep going. See, there's so many lopsided events.
The Jets Eagles will
Yeah,
be a fun
that-
game.
But Peplin will
Lions
pick that one.
Buccaneers, Patriots Raiders.
Let's talk. I'm so
Lions
high on my
Cheers,
Lions. Let's
Raiders.
talk that game. Lions Buccaneers.
That's a good
Lions,
game.
Buccaneers.
I mean, this is a no-brainer for me. I see the Lions winning like 45-3.
Wow, that's kind of surprising that people have picked the Bucks that much.
I'm surprised
I don't know
too.
what that- where
They've
that-
been doing
where
all
that-
right. Baker's been doing all right. Mike Evans is playing.
Yeah,
So,
they've been doing good.
Yeah, but it's Baker Mayfield. He's bound to choke eventually.
Uh-huh. This is a game I'd like to watch.
I think the Lions is winning this one's my pick.
I think Jahmyr Gibbs is out, but David Montgomery's been running the ball.
Montgomery's a beast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the Lions in this one too. You know, of course I've been doubting the Bucks all season, and they've been proving me wrong occasionally.
Me too. I'm going to pick the Lions also.
Kelsey's also Toys flavor of the month.
I'm going the Bucks just because
I
I
wish I could read these
need to
comments.
stand behind my statement that the Lions will lion themselves and turn into the shit team that I know they are.
SOL, same old Lions.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a good game, but I got to go Lions also.
Okay, so Whip's the only buck. Okay, then Whip, we'll let you pick the next. Wait, what happened here?
Oh, you're way off.
We'll let you pick the next game.
I don't know. Where's this damn schedule?
He's got it up on the screen.
Oh, he does.
Tiny though.
Oh yeah. How the hell am I supposed
Looks
to?
like Pittsburgh's got the bye week.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's on by. Seahawks Bengals would be a good one to pick between.
Yeah, I was
That's what I was
eyeing that
looking
one.
at.
I think that's a good game to.
Did that make it better?
Not really. It didn't get it any bigger.
Vikings
Scroll down a
Bears
little
would
bit.
be a good one.
Ed, is there any way for you to expand your screen?
Scroll down a little bit. Who are the Patriots playing?
No, the other way, Ed.
Patriots are going to
See
get
what
their
happens
ass.
is just
Oh,
for
Vegas.
Vegas.
That's right.
Guys.
Let's. No, that would be Ryan.
Ooh, that's a good matchup too. I forgot about that one. Seahawks Bengals too is going to be another good.
Yeah,
there
that'd be
you
a good
go.
one.
Now, but now you're gonna have to scroll.
There you go.
Okay. So, which team are we looking at?
We're gonna look at
Vikings
the.
Bears would be a good one to pick.
I'll leave that one for Kenny. Who's playing Monday night?
Monday night game is Giants,
No, that's
which
Sunday
doesn't even
night.
have their
That
starting
sucks.
That's
quarterback.
Sunday
Down
night.
one more,
Down a
Ed.
little
Down.
more.
That's Sunday.
Oh,
Dallas and
Ooh.
the yeah.
Let's do
That's a
that one.
spicy one.
I hate both those teams. So let's go with the Cowboys.
I'm taking.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers in the Cowboy Charger game.
I got to go Chargers too.
Yeah, Chargers for me.
I have to go with the superior AFC and go with the Chargers also.
I'll be the outlier and take the Cowboys.
Ooh. Oh my God! Look
Mike
at this.
Carson's out.
Let's do an over/under on when they break up. Oh my goodness. Uncharted Diversion says he's taking the Lions and he's taking the Chargers.
Nice.
All right, whose turn
Okay.
is it? Ryan? Oh, he's not there. Peplin, pick the next one.
Okay, there you go.
I like the Seahawks Bengals. I think that's a good close game.
Oh,
I have to
man.
agree.
At
Oh, look,
Bengals.
Seattle's favored 59 or 58%.
Well, that's because the Bengals are having they got.
I placed
Well,
a
they
bet on
started
the
to show their
Seahawks.
ass, though.
3 points. So
They
yeah,
started
this
to
is.
show their ass.
I don't know how they're getting these win probabilities. You know what this is? I guess this is like Bill Gates's.
I got to go.
Yeah.
I got to go Bengals just because Bengals are at home. And how do you go against Chase Burrows? I can't do it.
Ed loves his Bing.
Burrow's finally got a good game under his belt last
Well,
week. I benched the butt head and he ends up doing great.
Yeah, same thing with me. I had him on the bench.
Yeah,
Back
he's
on your
looking a little
team.
healthier.
Well, is anybody picking the Seattle Seahawks?
I bet on the Seahawks, but I'm getting 3 points for it. You know, just straight up, it's tough. On the road, I don't think I can take them.
Yeah, I got to go Bengals.
Bengals. Wow. Okay, everybody went Bengals on that one.
I'll take the Seahawks.
Who do they even have as a quarterback over there? Is it still that Smith guy?
Yeah, hey,
Gino's doing pretty good.
he's doing all right. Metcalf's playing too. So
And Lockett.
Lockett, Walker.
Okay. How about I'll pick the Jets Eagles game?
Oh man,
Holy cow! Look at that. The Jets are hugely
That can't be
favored.
Well,
second.
it's a New York team, man. They got probably how many million of people in New York?
Bill Gates is
Are
on
you allowed
crack.
to vote?
Oh
or what?
man,
I don't know
I'll
what's
take the
going
spread on that one.
Yeah, right.
Good Lord. Yeah, this is Eagles all the way. Of course, it's probably going to be another close game, like all the Eagles games have been.
I'll take the Jets just because I gotta.
How did Zach play last week? I
He
didn't
played
watch the Jets
amazing.
game.
He played a lot better,
Oh yeah,
but they ain't gonna beat the Eagles, brother.
no.
But
Well,
if
he
that
almost-
defense does what it does, they could beat the Eagles.
Yes, that's what I was just going to say. The Jets have a very deep defensive line.
But is Zach going to get confused because the Eagles jerseys look so much like the Jets jerseys?
I hope not.
I hope not. I like that.
For low intelligent guys, that might be a rough thing. But
Jeez.
I'm going to pick the Jets.
I'm
I was
hoping to
thinking-
see a lot of Brees Hall, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd like to see some of that.
I disagree with all of you. I don't think either Cook or Hall has a great game because of that punishing defense of the Eagles.
Well, Cook
They're-
won't have a good game regardless.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think if the Jets beat them, it's going to be because Wilson has a great game as a quarterback.
Reese
Oh,
is
think-
getting healthy. He might be a total stud.
But I think Sauce will shut down their big
Shut
guy
down
over
who?
there.
I mean, he
Brown?
can only shut down one guy.
I think
They got Brown
he'll
and
shut down he'll shut down AJ.
Well, then you still got Devontae Smith. to deal
Devontae
with.
Smith, but
Yeah.
And they got another corner
well,
just as
they got multiple cornerbacks that are stud. So
yeah.
that
That's
is,
what I don't think you're going to see a big game out of any of those guys. They might. The only one that might have a decent game is their tight end. That's it.
yeah, Goddard's he's up for a big game.
I think he's going to have a big game. I think they're going to have trouble with those two receivers. I think it's going to leave Goddard wide open. And if Hurts sees that, I could see them having a great game. But overall, Jets at home. I got to go Jets.
Really? I'm going
Wow,
Eagles.
so we all agree the Jets are going to win this game.
No,
No.
I'm going Eagles.
No, that's not
I
what
know.
I said.
Eagles
But it's
all the way.
split. 3-2. Okay. Whip, you get to pick a team.
I did already. Your turn.
You pick this one.
I picked the
Ryan and you are the only ones left.
Well, Ed took the Jets.
You pick the Jets game.
Gonna take your game,
I
Ryan.
went for this game.
Yeah,
This looks
yeah.
like a good
Let's
game.
go with that one.
Oh, Raiders gonna stomp them.
I hope so.
What the hell? They got the Patriots to win.
Yeah, this
I would
thing,
rather.
Bill Gates has
These
been
are-
smoking too much crack.
Yeah, I think Crosby is going to destroy Mac. I think
He's
Crosby.
questionable, but I hope he plays.
I hope he does too.
Maybe they have the colors, the thing backwards. Because look, the Raider side is red, like the Patriots, and then the Patriot side is black, like the Raiders. I think
Bingo.
there's something. There's
So
something.
you know why? Maybe we've been
Oh.
reading this wrong.
So let's see if the team that's gonna win is always in front. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey,
that.
whoever's got the
Hold on.
music playing,
That's
kill
what
that
I-
shit, because that's not
Yeah.
good for the stream.
Okay. Yeah, look
I
at
don't
it
hear
different.
music.
We gotta figure this out. This is wacky.
That might just be my cat purring.
No, it's definitely Taylor Swift playing in the background.
Yeah, it's got to be Ed then.
If I were betting man, I would bet it's Mr. Whip because he's just that guy.
Who did we look at already that we thought was a bizarre? Oh, was it Buccaneers versus Lions?
Yeah, so it was the
Well,
Oh,
It was-
Okay, yep. But it's still.
so
it's
the Lions
backwards.
we picked to win, and they're blue.
It's back.
Well, I think it's just all goofy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right to look at the. Well, let's see what the Jets are. They're both green. This might be
100%
teal, and
chance
this is
the
more green.
team wins.
Let's see. Where was the stupid?
Niners and Browns.
Seahawks
Where was Cincinnati?
up.
Oh, they're both almost black.
Yeah.
This one might be greenish, and this one might be black.
I thought the one on the left was black and the one on the right is blue. Maybe. That's what it looks like.
That's what I would say, but I'm blind, so don't go with what I say.
Yes,
So everybody at home, is this awesome TV or what?
Is there a non-blind
We're
person here?
figuring out colors.
On a personal
Okay.
level, I love the
So
thumbnail.
let's
do
go
the
back to
Dolphins
this
game.
Patriots Raiders
there
game.
you go.
You see that, Ed?
What's that?
Somebody thinks that middle dude's
Oh,
good
I'll
looking.
have to check that out.
Your biggest fan.
Well, Wanky is a pretty
He
amazing.
is a pretty cute fella.
Aw.
Aw.
I tell
Okay.
you now, if I wasn't a man, I'd be all over it. Man.
All right, so the
So-
Patriots are
I
41.
think
Yeah,
they're
that makes
favored to
sense.
lose.
Yeah. They're favored.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. That shit's wrong.
Yeah.
Don't make any
Devontae?
bets according to this.
Devontae hopefully is actually healthy this week because last week he was just like a decoy. So hopefully he's actually healthy. But if not, Jacoby Myers is going to be sucking in a bunch of balls. That
He'll
didn't
be
sound
sucking in balls anyway.
good.
I
That
think
didn't sound
that's
good.
Raiders' favorite pastime, isn't it?
Oh,
Taylor
my
Swift
God.
Hey,
is
Jacobs
bad.
is getting it
Brian
together now.
Balls is okay.
I'm sorry, dude. I knew you were going to just get hammered on that
Oh
comment.
yeah, I deserve that. I set it right up, man. I just set it right there on that tee for you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Just
And I'm
knock it out
I'm
of the park.
shocked. I am actually Roxanne must be playing with the baby. I'm shocked I didn't hear that giggle of hers over that one.
Yeah.
She's in the other room.
Roxanne's so cool.
Well, this
Raiders
is
got
I'll
a
tell you guys what
quarterback
this was
The
not the,
defense
this was
of both teams are terrible, but it's going to work out for Brian, and the Raiders will pick him off Mac Jones a couple of times.
I think the Raiders will win too.
Well, the Raiders are my nemesis. They are the team that is in my
Ed-
division that I've been raised to hate.
But trust
yeah.
me, you're still going with them against them. I know how much that team next to them is. Your world is the plague. Okay, I already know who you're going. You don't even have to answer. You're going Raiders. I know you are.
Well, you may be wrong on this one, but I'm going to go with the Raiders
That's what I said.
because this team isn't even a nemesis. They're just spawn scum. They're septic scum.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Well, to be contrarian, I am going to go with the Pond Scum.
Ooh, we got somebody going with the Patriots.
I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I have little confidence in my Raiders, although, yeah, like I said, I picked them, and
You got to go with your Raiders. You can't pick against them. That's
well, a lot of weeks I probably would, but the Patriots look like a disaster right now.
yeah, they do. They look bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Neither
talking.
of these-
They're talking
neither
about
of these teams are
firing
good.
a 6-time Super Bowl winner. I mean,
Raiders have won 6 times. That's awesome.
no, they're talking about firing Bill. They're that's actually in the wind.
As much as I hate the Raiders, they've never cheated to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Well,
they
they-
probably have.
They've probably been cheated out of a couple of them.
Yeah, you're probably right there too.
I mean, Al Davis back when those teams were nasty. I mean, they
Yeah.
did not.
But that's on the football field, not outside of the world of football. Go Raiders. Okay, so is that all?
That's all of them for this week. That's all, folks. See you next time on Ace Network. All right, guys. Now, what was I going to say? I was going to say something important. Now, just
You're going to tell Ed to take that. There you go.
there we go. So anyway, we appreciate y'all coming. Oh, where'd that go?
Hi, Ed.
Oh, I bet you
Later.
Oinky must have been calling.
Yeah.
He's in love now. Well, you guys have to give Ed a pass on that.
Oh,
Anyway, guys, appreciate you all coming up. Here in the future, myself and Peplin and Roxanne will be teaming up. We are going to do an auction together. Be looking for that before the end of the month. We've got to figure out a date. We haven't figured out which yet. We either want to do it on this stream at 7:30 on the Friday night, or we might pick another night. We're going to talk about it and figure out which night we're going to do it, but be looking for that. We'll drop a video to let you know when it's going to be.
What's
Ed,
happening?
Myself and Peplin and Roxanne are going to do an auction together.
Oh, cool.
What are you going to be auctioning off?
Well, remains to be seen.
Fish.
Come on,
Did you
man.
know-
How am I supposed to,
There could be some L333s. There could be some serious cool shrimp. There could be some
chance
Paleatus
of an
Coriodoras.
Are there going to be any
187?
kick-ass cave tube things, that can accommodate a 2-foot-long?
Well, Danny
Roasted?
has sold out. It depends if I can convince Miss Danny she needs to do another round.
Sold
But I
out.
got mine when I
No.
did.
No.
Yeah, she made 100 of them and has sold out already.
They're pretty awesome.
They're amazing.
Mhm.
But
They're
I do,
amazing.
Chance that
I
there
do
will be
know
an
she-
L182.
Ed, I doubt there will be L82, the L182s. But if you want L182s, I keep telling you, I've got a guy here that breeds them, and I can get them for you.
That'd be so cool.
So cool.
One of these days.
And I might know how to ship.
I don't know if I know how. What? Did you know when I was in college, one of my jobs that I did was working for an auction?
No kidding.
Were you
Yeah.
the guy up there going, how many?
No, I had a much harder job. I was the guy who would hold the pin in the air and say, "It was made in Switzerland." And then he would do that. And then I would look at the crowd and then I'd say, "Hut, hut." And I'd point and yell, "Hut." So
That
the
sounds
auctioneer
awesome.
would know, and he'd look at my finger to who, because the auctioneer can't really think when he's doing that. He has to rely on those people to yell.
Ryan, your Alton behind you is being very angry this evening. He's chasing
Yeah.
stuff all over that thing.
Really? I've been distracted.
So, Ed, what you got going on this weekend?
This weekend, I plan on harvesting guppies all weekend long.
Now, are you going to actually sell these guppies?
Oh no.
Yeah.
These guppies are to be in my fish tank so that way I can get closer to 1 million guppies someday. And if you look at my short today, I
Guppy billionaire.
posted.
He's probably
Has,
at 1 million now.
Did you see all the fry that I picked
Yes.
out of the? That just one. This year the fry had been amazing because it never got very hot, so they just had tons of babies all summer long. Instead of normally when it gets real hot, they kind of slow down, but they grow. Well, this one, just lots of babies, not a lot of adults like fast growing, but just millions of babies. So. I put them in a hot fish tank when I got them in.
I got some mud guppies on the other side of the camera.
It's cool.
I wasn't sure how you'd feel about that.
Oh, I have mutt guppies too.
Okay. there
I
you
have
go.
3 different types of mutt guppies. I've
Well-
got like the tank of pretty boys that I'll never find a good girl for. Then I've got a mutt guppy tank of who should die, but I don't want to kill them.
I always get a kick
And
out of
then
this
just,
conversation too, Ed, because
When people just give me free fish, I throw them in there.
all of the serious decorative guppies you see on the market are all technically mutt guppies.
Well, if they have at least 80% of what the father looks like on the drops, they're out of the mutt guppy range. Mutt guppy is anything that drops less than 80%. So, and what your goal is to hit a 100% drop is what's super good. But you're right, they're all hybrids. Everything's a hybrid.
Yeah.
And so you get the pretty fish out of those off those mutt guppies.
I mean, some people like to throw a big mix in of what you're trying to get and just play with it and see what happens. It's addicting. Who got me addicted to it was this guy down here and Lucas Bretz. I mean, I got to see the little playing fields for this guppy stuff. And then when I went up to see Peplin, what did you have then, Peplin? Was it the black lace?
The what?
Your guppy.
What?
Your guppies.
The blue Moscows.
You had blue Moscows, but you had another type there too when I was up there. I thought it was black.
The dragon. No, it's probably the dragon something.
Yeah, I remember them. But when I got back from that trip, man, I was pretty on the guppy ride then.
I just got one tank of guppies now. It's just a mutt guppy tank now.
I think I got 14 of them.
I got one. I got one 40-gallon tote
I've got
has nothing but crap in it. It's just
I've got
guppies that are
stack endlers. I got stack endlers, Santa Maria endlers, Gooba Ruba, whatever, Gingo Ruba endlers, Tiger endlers,
Santa Marie's.
and then I can send you some, Ed, if you want them back. And then
Do that.
I got like 9 lines of these other cool guppy, like Hawaiian blue Moscows, and it's just I want to take a tank and just dedicate like all these super cool male guppies and have a tank just all the cool guppies. No females because I don't want them to mix up, but I just think the big tank full of the males would be cool. So you got anything going on, Whip?
I'm going to go to the Green Water Association, whatever that thing's called, tomorrow. It's a swap in Tinley Park near Chicago.
Nice.
Nice.
What about you, Ryan? What you got going on, man?
I just gave away. I did a stream 2 nights ago or something like that. I gave away some pearl weed, and I need to get rid of like a whole shit ton more of it. So yeah, I don't know. It might end up in the trash, or I might have to start listing at places and stuff.
Well, you should. I know how nice your plants are, dude. I can't believe you're.
I was just thinking, Nathan Hovey, he won that giveaway, and then he was interested in maybe buying some other plants and stuff. So I got together, actually made a list of the plants I had available for sale and stuff. So yeah, I just need to start listing some.
Well, there should be another. I don't know if he's picked the date, but the swap should be going again soon.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah.
And if you want to just come to my place, you can ride down with me to it. So.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, of course.
Yeah, sure, I could go with you. Or with
sometimes you end up going earlier. You get to start on your day before I do.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, it's not out of my defense. Why should I stick around when I'm sold out? I mean, I'm out of everything. So.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. I mean like getting down there because I just dump out a bag of plants. I don't need any setup time,
I don't either, man. I got all my stuff pre-bagged. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah.
It takes me less than a half hour to be ready for sale, man.
Sweet.
And Mr. Peplin, you and the Miss Roxanne got any big plans this weekend?
Jeff Kane's coming Sunday.
Nice.
Do you think he'll have any?
Where are you guys at? I mean, you don't give me your address or nothing, but where are you at up there? Are you up past Madison? Are you east?
Yeah, we're an hour and a half north of Madison.
Oh, so you're up there a bit.
Wow.
Oh, you should hook up with him, Whip him. I mean, you'd be amazed at his fish, man.
I'll bet.
Well, I'm about an hour and a half south of Madison, so it'd be a planned a trip.
3-hour drive. Just tell him in order
12
for you to
hours.
make that 3-hour drive, he's got to fire up the grill. Trust me, that would be worth the
Shane
trip in
just came
itself.
up last weekend, and he's from Decatur.
Well, he's not going to
I
get.
saw that. Shane met Shane.
I
Yeah,
drove
Shane.
42 hours to see this guy.
He's still eating them things. You
Well,
ain't finished
I
those
think
yet?
Peplin's 12 and a half hours for me.
It's
So if I could get to your house, Whip, and you could drive the rest of the way, then I
Oh,
could
yeah.
go with you.
And then if you want to do that, leave like as soon as you hang up the phone here, and you'll be here
Oh.
sometime Sunday, and then we can go.
I can't do it this week. I got to harvest my fish,
Oh, all right.
and my back hurts.
When you
We're
get
gonna have a
up,
big cookout thing next summer sometime.
if you come up, I'll give you that
Or what you want.
easy.
well, you got to let me know when that is, Peps, and I'll plan my family trip accordingly.
It'll be sometime in the summer.
Well, get that sometime
That'd
figured
be
out.
awesome if we just have a Peplin Creek party.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's another thing I'm doing. I'm cooking some ribs this weekend.
Ribs.
Oh yeah.
What time?
I'll swing by and pick up my-
Yeah, you're close enough to get there.
I could literally be to Ryan's in less than a half hour.
Oh, nice. That's what Ed and I'll be eventually someday here.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
We're going to be going
can barbecue
movies
and
and
Do
fish
things.
aquariums and whatever else the hell you want to do.
Go to all the swaps. I got a big swap in 2 weeks in Knoxville. I'm going to. I think I'm going to sell about 20 bags of guppy grass and 20 bags of Java moss.
And guppies.
You got to get rid of some
I
of them
don't think I
guppies.
want to do my guppies.
He's
It's so funny, man. He will not give up those fish, dude.
If you drop that Delhaize, I'd give you into one of those guppy tanks.
He's so desperate not to get rid of his fish. He'd rather take days of building fish art and give that to somebody than his fish.
I get it. You work hard at that.
He is the epitome of a guppy hoarder.
Did you see my watermelon? My L330?
That's a watermelon royal, right?
Yeah, I still have to sand it and glue it up and paint it, but I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I made it so it's going to be on top of the driftwood.
Oh, nice.
This thing
Well-
weighs over a pound. It's the biggest fish I've made.
So instead of being here, it's going to be up here.
Yeah, it's going to be on top.
So you could just make it
Well-
just the wood in that then, or are you going to have the platform like mine has still?
And that fish there got first place, the second one I made, but that one was prettier than the first one or the second one I made.
Nice.
That's my favorite
I love this.
of the gold nuggets. I'm sorry, Oinky, I say that. I gave Oinky the winner one.
Uh-oh.
You gave it to her?
That's the best looking gold nugget.
Give her whatever the hell she wants.
With the yellow trim.
Well, you're pretty special, Winky. I had to pay $200 and something to get mine.
I can do that for you, Unky. Oinky. I can do that. Just to
Oh,
let
what's
you
she
know.
asking?
I need to give her love to Jason and Joanna.
Oh,
But
I thought she was asking you to give me love from her.
No,
I'm not
my
doing
God.
that. I'm not doing that.
Oinky. That would be a sight that I would never get that image out of my head, I think.
I've gotten a lot of whip hugs over the years.
Yes, you have.
That would be a whole lot of beard swapping right there.
Where
Yeah,
we don't ruffle our beards together when we hug each other.
no, not like this, More of a
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that awesome thought as we leave tonight, guys, you all have a great weekend. Look for me and Danny Sunday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anybody else streaming this weekend? Ed, you do one on Sunday with the Tennessee Fish Mob, right?
Oh yes, I do. And then I do one with Pam, but I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday. But that's where I make a lot of my fish.
That's Saturday night.
Okay.
Peplin, are you and Roxy planning on firing it up this weekend?
Firing up what?
A stream.
I don't think so.
All right. Ryan, what about you, bub?
I just streamed like on Wednesday, so I'm good for another couple of months or something.
And Whip, I already know your answer. You don't stream. So, well, guys, y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming out and showing us the support. We greatly appreciate you. As always, I'm going to say, as always, love your fish because that's what I always do. But hope your team wins this weekend. And I'm going to still say, Skol, go Vikes. Have a good night, guys.
Later, all.
Good luck, Vikings.
Peace.
I'm going to call you, Ed.
I'm going to call you,